Well, good morning, people. Man cave time again. This one I wasn't too sure. Again, another one I wasn't too sure about. Last weekend was, the weekend before last was the Dragon Rally. My third. So we went across, but this time we're mob-handed. Nick came with me, as with last year, and we managed to coerce my youngest son, Matt, on his 125. He joined us and enjoyed himself. And also, my son-in-law, Dean, he made noises about really wanting to have a go at it. So we got him a ticket, and he came with us on his Super Meteor. And we had a great weekend. Admittedly, okay, the first night we chickened out again and had a night's B&B in Llandudno, before moving on to the rally site, which was the same as last year's, which was a bit of a surprise, but it's a nice site, so it was great. So yes, we're mob-handed, and I mentioned Dean. It's just that Dean, I thought I'd give him a shout out, because Dean is a volunteer for an organisation called Andy's Man Club. Andy's Man Club was set up in 2016, following the passing of Andy Roberts, a lad called Andy Roberts, who took his own life, sadly. And his family did a bit of research and found that that a phenomenal number of young men were committing suicide, basically. So they decided to set up an organisation to try and combat that. So they set up Andy's Man Club, and it's run by volunteers, as I say. And Dean is one of those volunteers. There are 240 of these effectively drop-in centres. It's just a Monday night for 2 hours from 7 o'clock, except bank holidays, where anybody who feels they need to talk things through can just walk along, go in there and drop in and find somebody to talk to. I mean, Dean's ideal for the job, really, because he's had demons of his own to deal with. Nothing serious, but you know, he speaks from experience. But it's a really worthwhile organisation, and the poster for it is there now. Andy's Man Club, like I say, set up in 2016. 240 of these dotted around the country. These centres. A lot of them are in football clubs. Certainly the ones I know are in football clubs, but they're all over the country. But I did promise I'd give a shout out to such a worthy cause. So yeah, that's Andy's Man Club set up for, and the logo, as I've said, is "It's okay to talk," as is on the front of the hat I'm wearing today, which has been kindly donated by Dean. So there we go. It's a video with a bit of a shout out at the end. Okay, all right. Have a look what you think. Like I say, I've watched one or two other Dragon Rally videos over the past week, and they're better than mine. But yeah, never mind. It's okay. I've made the best of what I've got. All right. So have a look through. Give us a thumbs up if you can, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let me have a comment. Let me have some constructive criticism or something. Okay. All right. See what you think. Cheers. Bye. Well, we're here again, ladies and gents, folks. Different hotel this time at Llandudno. The Craigidon, or the Brigidon, I should say. This time we've got, there's more of us. Okay. Yeah, there's more of us. We've come mob-handed. Nick's with me again. On his Transalt. Matt is on his little 125 Yamaha. And we've got Dean, my son-in-law, there. On his Super Meteor. So we've got two dragon newbies, if you like. Not looking too bad. It's a little bit cold this morning, but it's February, you know, it's going to be, isn't it? As usual, got a little bit of some supplies to get. Had a pleasant night last night. Weatherspoons for tea. Then round to the Cottage Loaf for live music. Met one or two other Dragoneers. Need to go to the Aldi. Right, let's get what we got to get and then get across to Conway. See you in a bit. Right, that's it. Supplies got. Find a way out over to Conway. It's not as nice a day as last year, admittedly. Played with the noise reduction settings on my camera, and hopefully I've got a better setup now. Time will tell. Llandudno Town Centre. Found something really special last night, just up here. I was going to get a photograph of it. An actual branch of Barclays Bank. We're closing soon, I'm sure. Just here on the left. Barclays Bank. Must be closing soon. Ah, sod this. The road over the Great Orb's closed.
Oh, great.
So, great, yeah. So we'll go straight across to Conway. Okay. Well, I was going to go over the Great Orme, but the road's closed, so I know it's only a matter of paying the toll to go around the Marine Drive, but time's getting on, and we need to get across to the clubhouse and get our directions to the campsite, which we're, well, rumour has it, it's exactly the same site as last year. Well, if it is, it's not a bad thing, because we know what it's like, we know it's fairly flat, and we know the entertainment venue is a really, really nice barn, so we will see. And there's the castle in the middle distance, just over the estuary with that iconic bridge. The Conway and District Clubhouse is just round to the right hand side of the castle, so we're not far to go to get the relevant information, confirmation of the site and all that. My posse are in line astern, behind, at least I think they are. Yeah. At least it's not as windy today as it was yesterday. Well, that's good. We're going to go over the estuary instead of under it this time. The modern dual carriageway goes underneath, and you miss out the marvellous view of this beautiful castle and bridge. I mean, the bridge that we go over is the old bridge, but to the left of us is the really old bridge. There's a little suspension bridge, which is absolutely, it really fits in with the surroundings, does this. Can't get across there now, of course. It's a lovely old bridge, isn't it, that one? The old suspension bridge. And the railway bridge is beyond it, encased in steel. There's an awful lot of people go in the opposite direction to where we believe the site is, but oh well. Lots of bikes around, must be something happening. Good gathering again. Always a really eclectic collection of bike. Right, okay, cheers. These other three are with me. So the three behind me, and so they can. Oh, all right, okay. It's all right, you're okay. Cheers. So there we are. Let's go and get our our ticket. Let's see where we're going. Just make sure. See you in a bit. The hive of activity that is Conway and District's Clubhouse, issuing tickets and maps to the venue, which is indeed the same as last year. So yeah, people are happy about that. Although I don't know how often it's been the same site on consecutive years in the past. But either way, we're not complaining. That's a certain fact. The usual eclectic mix. All sorts, absolutely all sorts, all ages, both bikes and riders. From the humble Honda Cub, step-throughs, tricked out Vespa.
Oh, you on one and all, yeah. That's good for fucking brake here, I don't know.
Honda Blackbird, just some of the bikes I've seen. It's a really broad spectrum. CZ 2-stroke. I burnt the holes in pistons, one or two of those in my years. will keep coming. Part of me disappointed is that we're going to the same site as last year, but at the same time, yeah, quite happy for it because it was a good site. Oh well, let's get sorted. Right, time to depart Conway and head for the A55. So it's a boring trip from once we leave Conway. So I'll probably switch the camera off. Got to pick some petrol up on the way. Nearly said diesel then, that'd be wrong, wouldn't it? So what we're looking at, about 18 miles I think, across to... Yeah, so... Oh, it's only about 20 minutes. Soon be there. Well, Matt didn't know which way to look amongst the bikes back there. Now, I don't think he's ever seen such an eclectic mix of different styles, ages, types of bikes. A lot of admiration for those guys turning up on the really old bikes, that the flat tankers. You know, you talk about early 20th century, still riding them. So that's it, dual carriageway. I'll see you soon.
Then go round?
Hey?
Are we settling here then going round?
Well, what did we do last year? Did we go up there and...
We came in a different way, didn't we, last time?
No, we came in here.
We went down there though.
I think some came in the other way, and we went down and we pitched over there.
Up there, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I don't know whether you want to go and pitch and then go and get your goodies or what.
I don't know. Yeah, we can get as goodies, can't we? And then
Yeah, I think
come
so.
back and bugger
Yeah.
off time somewhere.
Yeah.
No parking.
Hey?
Are we risking no parking?
Well, we'll go and get our goodies from up here.
Oh yeah.
And then
Go from there.
yeah. Right. Microphone wasn't on, but here we are. This is the rally field on the left of us. We've all arrived. Tents are going up. We'll go and book in at headquarters up in front of us, get our goodie bags, and then go and set up the tents. So again, I'll see you in a bit. Right, let's go and find a pitch for the tents. This is the way we went last year. It's one of those situations where anything will do, or anywhere will do. Well, let's go and have a look anyway. I don't think it's quite as boggy as last year. We'll soon find out. This was us last year. Nowhere near as boggy. So here we are. Obviously we had connection difficulties as we arrived on the site, but we're here now. We're sorted out. We've got our tents arranged in a circle. There's Dean just smoking his head out. Yeah. Son-in-law Dean. And then Matt's looking after the fire for me. That's his little tent there, the Coleman. Well, it's mine really, but there you go. And my TP there. It's really is home from home, is this? And then we've got veteran of two rallies now. Two. There's Nick, but he seems to have disappeared. Over the way is brown tent in the middle. That's Chris Hill in the middle there. Idiot on board with his guest, that Welshman. All YouTubers, and Tim Priest across there somewhere as well. So that's us. Right, ready for the night's festivities. See you later. So not to be outdone, Nick's got his own little fire pit. That's really healthy, that isn't it? That looks good. Getting off some decent heat.
That's a 5 to 10. No.
No, it'll be alright. That's bloody marvellous. Yes. Get some cooking done proper style. The morning after the night before wasn't the quietest of nights, as you can imagine, being a dragon rally. But no destruction around. All the tents are still standing. And this guy caught sight of this beautiful matchless in really unusual colours. What model is it? What model is it?
G12.
G12. Yeah. It's the
61.
AJS version, it's model 31, isn't it?
31, yeah.
Yeah. Nice colours though, really nice colours.
Yeah, that's too many noise really.
No. Marvellous, cheers.
No worries.
Well, there we go. Ready for home, almost. Well, the Trafford Robinson clan are anyway. Oh, she has a tent there. Smile for the camera, Dean. Hello, yes, morning.
Morning.
Well, that's it, the end of another dragon. We're going to take the well, it's all scenic, isn't it, in North Wales, obviously, but we're going to complete the circuit, I suppose you'd say, really. We're going to go back through the middle of Snowdonia, back under the shadow of Snowdon itself. What I'm hoping to do is go across the Llanberis, up over the pass, under Snowdon, up to Capel Currig, and down to Betsy Coed. So let's see if it works out, shall we? So for the time being, we'll leave the rally side here at just outside Bangor. And I'll switch off for now. Well, we're coming into Llanberis. If the microphone's working, I hope it is. And once we leave Llanberis, we'll be heading up to under the shadow of Snowdon, although I don't think we'll see much of Iwithfa, to give it its Welsh name. Low cloud. In fact, Snowdon itself, Iwithfa, Snowdon, the mountain itself, is almost in front of us. The highest peak in England and Wales. One of the 3 peaks of the 3 Peaks Challenge. That's Snowdon here in Wales, Scafell Pike in England, and Ben Nevis in Scotland. Quite a number of visitor attractions here in Llanberis. Probably the most famous and the original is a railway, the Snowdon Mountain Railway, Rack and Pinion Railway to the summit. Never been to the top via the railway yet. Always a first time. This is Llanberis, the lake to the left of us. Another more recent attraction is over on the far side of Llynpadon, which is the Electric Mountain. It's a pump storage power station, and they've been running visitor trips, guided trips into the power station for decades now. But that's over on the far side of the valley. The town of Llanberis itself is away to our right. The main road bypasses the town now. Well, we can actually see a little bit more of Snowdon than I expected. It's sort of up in front of us and a little to the right. But the summit of the mountain is often in cloud anyway. And there's the Snowdon Mountain Railway. On the right here, this is the station, the terminus station. The slate quarries over in front of us, over on the far side of the valley. Dinorwick slate quarries. And the power station is there as well. Quite a busy place is Llanberis, or the Llanberis area at least. This is the Llynpadon here. But the road we follow from Llanberis up towards Capel Currig takes us over the Llanberis Pass, over the Penny Pass, up at the top of the Llanberis Pass, and the crags, the mountain crags on either side of this valley. It's the rock climbers wonderland, really. So much good quality climbing. I know not everybody's interested in the world of climbing. Look at that for an atmospheric view up the valley now. Misty, but very, very atmospheric. Back in the 40s and the late 40s and the 50s, I still say the most productive climbing partnership that Britain has ever produced were two Manchester men, two lads from Manchester, both in the building industry really, and their name was Joe Brown. Joe Brown went on to open various climbing equipment shops, and his best mate, most unlikely pairing really, was a fellow called Don Willans. And they were an amazing partnership. Both went on to do greater things in the greater ranges. Willans took part in several Everest expeditions, often in the company of Chris Bonington. And the first place those two climbed together was at the Roaches, in my front garden effectively. Yes, Don Willans and Joe Brown. The Baron Brown and the Villain Willans. Mountain goat just there. Didn't see him in time to mention him. Tend to forget that during the winter those characters come down off the mountains down to the valley bottom looking for food and scraps. And this is a lovely road up through the Llanberis Pass. The crag up in front of us, that is a really good quality climbing crag. That's a crag called Kernlass. Many, many happy hours on there I've spent. Fantastic climbing up here on both sides. You know, I don't think I've ever ridden up here with an outfit, with a sidecar outfit. First time for everything. Yeah, so that's Kernlass up there, up on the right. And up there in the mist above us on the left is a very well-known crag, a well-favoured crag hereabouts, Dinas Cromlech. Just there's crag climbs up on the left. There's a crag up on the left. All the names are a little bit dark, shall we say. Cemetery Gates, Cenotaph Corner. Absolutely marvellous place. And all the time, Iwithfa is up to the right of us, Snowdon. And its neighbouring summit, Cribgoch. I hope the other three appreciate coming this way. I always try and show them the sights. Looks like we're just going to hit the cloud and then drop out of it again just the other side. Up in front of us is the summit of the Llanberis Pass, which is called Penny Pass. I've got a funny feeling that my memory card is full, but I'm going to carry on talking just in case. So this is Penny Pass. This is the summit of the Llanberis Pass, effectively. The kicking off point for a lot of people climbing Snowdon. Looks like Snowdon was holding the mist back. Not dropped out of it the way I thought we might do. Oh, we are doing it's okay. The road that's coming up from the right to join us is the road that comes up from Bethgelert and I suppose Portmaddock. And we're going to go left for Capel Currig. Penny-Gurrid, that's a hotel that many prospective Everest climbers have visited during their training for their expeditions. All those on the 1953 team. Right, I don't know whether the camera's still recording, but if it is, this is where I'm going to bring this one to a stop. We're at Capel Currig now, so I'll bring this one to a stop. And thank you for watching. And would ask the usual, like, subscribe, etc.